cannot be a good or excellent agriculturist unless you're educated to be your mind is trained to be a good agriculturist. Time is gone when all kinds of people will jump into the farm and claim they are farmers. You must be trained to think like a farmer. After all, now there is something called agribusiness. So education is, at the substructure of everything, and it needs to be solid. So when we came, our strategy was to do everything to first improve the learning environment and then improve first the lot of the teacher. Because the teacher is more or less the software. So if the teacher is such that, you recall what happened in some states, that a primary school teacher cannot do the arithmetic of a primary school before a student. That's a very sad narrative. So we decided to engage in the retraining of our teachers, primary school teachers, fundamentally and foundationally. And we started by getting an NGO from Australia to come and inoculate, as it were, to interact and then teach our teachers how to teach. Classroom management, improvement in curriculum, management of the pupil, child psychology, everything that you need. In other places, they've gone to a point where they are now doing pre-nursery education. What it means is that even at that early stage in life, you should be able to look at a child and know how to approach the teaching of that child to make classroom experience a worthwhile experience, an exciting moment for our children. So when we started, we did first stream of 300 teachers, moved into the next stream of 500 teachers. By the time we trained about 2,000 teachers, we decided to now institutionalize retraining of our teachers by establishing what we call Abia State Teachers Continuing Education Center, which is housed at their super building today in Umuahia. Now, having done something about the capacity of our teachers to deliver, in 1 year we did 340 classroom blocks. And we started what we call our model schools. We needed to show example of what an ideal school should look like. So that even in closing down poorly set up schools, you will have an example to point at and say, this is what a school should look like. So we established 4 model schools, and in establishing these 4 model schools, our strategy was to reenact the academic environment concepts. Teacher in one place, students in the same environment, and then everybody is living in that community. Not abandoning the school and going away only for hoodlums to take over under the guise that they want to play soccer and turn it to something else. So we needed to do an e-library powered by solar. We needed to do laboratories powered by solar. We needed to do residential outfits for our teachers. We needed to build hostels for the students. So in bringing all of them together, we tend to have reenacted what used to be an ideal academic environment for our pupils. So this led to our becoming the first in West African Residential Council back to back for 5 years now. And we needed to translate this into the tertiary institutions. So we said, well, education must be able to train the hand. If the head is trained, the head should be able to determine what the hand does. And that was what was behind the concept of education for employment. If I'm learning mathematics, what am I learning it for? My mathematics should be able to make me a good accountant, should be able to make me literate in computer, it should be able to make me understand the rudiments of physics. Okay, what am I learning physics for? If I'm learning physics, I should be able to understand radiation, I should be able to translate that to radiology, and be able to work in an X-ray office or become a radiologist and all of that. So we needed to speak to what we can do with our hands through the process of education. And I'm happy to say that the first fruits of that exercise yielded about 1,000 people that we have absorbed in various aspects of Abia State Civil Service today. And we needed also to deal with the challenge of our tertiary institution. And we came up with the concept of making sure that we run a full academic calendar uninterrupted. At that time, the major challenge was to compete with a federal institution that was a sister school close to our only university, the Abia State University. Abia State University at that time was notorious for going on strikes, breaking academic calendar, and parents lost confidence in the ability of that school to really teach and hold their children. So we now sat down, and I thank God we were blessed with a very good, proactive vice chancellor who understood my dream. And I'm proud and happy to say that for the 5 years, all the years that I've been governor here, that Abia State University had not gone on strike once. What it means is that they have had complete full academic calendar for 5 years. What it means is that for the students that went into that school in 2015, exactly June 2019, they were graduated. So what it means also is that our parents can be sure that if I send my child to school, that after 4 years, this my child will graduate. And that has translated into making Abia State University one of the best schools among a range of universities in Nigeria. And it is competing very well. As I speak today, ABSU is no longer afraid of any federal institution around, because we are sure that students have ordinarily returned because of the quality of learning, because of the fact that in 4 years they will graduate. So our strategy in education is very, very simple. One is that we are training you to become a good agriculturist. We are training you to become, if you like to go into teaching, you go back to teaching, to become a good medical doctor. We are training you to become an entrepreneur, because our environment is populated by small and medium scale enterprises. We must be able to produce middle cadre manpower, both in engineering and otherwise, that will propel and sustain the small and medium scale enterprises and businesses that we have in our environment. So I'm happy to say today that we are achieving, it may not be at the rate we want it, but we have certainly moved away from where we were before, and I'm excited and happy about it. Yes, like I said earlier, if you don't take education very, very seriously, you may not achieve as much as you would love to achieve in any aspect of humanity. Education is almost everything, and we needed to appreciate these our teachers. God had days when they said that their reward is in heaven. The teachers are looking out for their reward here, and we decided to provide gradually for them, and also it did something about their self-worth. In those days, people were not very happy to say, to define themselves and introduce themselves as teachers. But today, something has happened about the self-worth of our teacher, because not only have we exposed them to teachers from other parts of the world, from Australia, from India, and they know that they are the same kind of people. They now know that the language of teaching is an international language, and if you're a good teacher in Nigeria, you can also be a good teacher in any part of the world. So giving them those cars was our way of trying to encourage them and bring back their self-worth and make them take pride in what they do. And it has a magical way of translating in terms of output and the kind of quality they give to our pupils and students that pass through them. Oh yes. In fact, apart from the e-library, we also know, and one other aspect of education that is very important is the one we do outside the four walls of the classroom. We have an innovative hub in Aba where 150 young Abians ideate and innovate on a daily basis. they have gone in, broken new frontiers in the area of e-commerce. Most of the articles you see in the markets in Abia today find their way into Lagos and other places just through e-commerce. You can order online. We have developed applications for our intracity transport system called Enaga. There is also an e-wallet called Quo, which that particular hub has developed. So what we are saying is that we are looking into the future. The language and the environment of business in the 21st century is far beyond what it used to be in the last century, and we are prepared in Abia State to keep pace. That is why our e-library has been updated with over 30 million volumes online, and we are also prepared not only in terms of that infrastructure called e-library, but also to ensure that our children are busy and we are giving them the platform to ideate and innovate, like I said earlier. And I'm very, very happy with what they are doing.